Hey there, this is Crusher from To and Fro Duo and Crusher's Crypto Corner. So I wanted to bring you another video of a game I'm playing right now and really enjoying. It's called Eternal League. Now this game you can find and download from the Epic Game Store, and it's a great fast-paced RPG roguelike that I'm really enjoying, and I think it's something you should check out. So it is part of the Immutable network for Web3 games. If you're curious to give it a try, it might make sense to explore it through the Immutable Play. So if you're not familiar with it from my other videos, it's basically Immutable's way of rewarding you for trying new games and uh, completing some actions with them. So you'll see those along the side here on the right, and the different criteria you need to do and points, and it still gives you um, things into the draw right now as of time of recording. So you can see the different things you can complete. Now, as for the gameplay, after you've downloaded it through the Epic Game Store, it's really easy to pick up. The requirements aren't too difficult, so I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what a game looks like. Now, when you go and play, there's Endless and Expedition. So the Endless is the most straightforward. There are two modes. So there's like a normal mode where it's standard. You do keep your items account bound. And then there's another mode called Eternal, where the items you get are NFTs, and those cost tickets in order to entry. Now you can get those through Immutable Network on like Token Trove, things like this, if you're curious to give it a try. Now, once you go into the gameplay, so let's do the standard mode, the one you'll have to start is this one unlocked. Oops. Is the blue one that I clicked on, that you'll have unlocked initially, and then after you reach certain thresholds in the gameplay, you'll then unlock this second one in the middle. I think it's like 4,000 points or something, and then another threshold for this one on the far right. I think it's around like 6 or so. If you are curious, there are other ways you can get these tickets. You can go and get NFTs through Token Trove for the miniatures, and that's how you get some of these other rewards. So take a look at that if you're curious. But as for the gameplay, so I'll just jump into one real fast to show you. Now, there are potions you can start with. I generally go with something because I find it helps the RNG when you're getting offered the items. And then there's companions at the moment. The only one that seems to be unlocked is the one I have selected, so the Tolarian Melee. And then there's glyphs. Now these glyphs are like an overarching kind of meta that you'll get things to unlock as you go. So you can see there's different things you can get to do damage or protect yourself, things like this. Now there's also 5 heroes you can get, or you can select from. Each of them kind of has their own little perk. They'll have 2 abilities and then a main attack, and their respective gear. So let's jump in with one for now. Now there is both mouse and keyboard support. I originally was enjoying mouse and keyboard quite well, but if I want to relax, I'll just play with a controller. Now there are some abilities, like for example, her left bumper is hard to aim with a controller. So you'll see here it pauses you when you select a buff once you reach level up. So you'll just hit Y, or I believe it's Tab, to select it. And then you push in your direction. So you can see you have your 3 options, and this allows you to kind of dynamically change how you're playing. So I want to give you an idea. Say if I use my left bumper, I kind of have to use my right stick to select it. And it's not exactly the easiest to select. I can't even, there we go. A little bit harder to use, but you can see if I switch to mouse and keyboard, so tab, I'll set the movement speed, you can see it just goes to where my cursor is. With one push button, I don't have to like hold and select. Now, if I jump back to keyboard, just for ease, you can see that I'm picking up these items on the ground when I kill creatures. So the ones that are white are giving you energy towards summoning a companion, and you can see that at the top right, and so you need 100 to summon it. So if I continue here, I can press my left D-pad and then it summons him. Now he's going to fall, airdrop in. There are certainly strategies where you can airdrop him in and try and hit an enemy, because that airdrop on its own seems to do a lot of damage. And then as you're playing, you'll also find these drop ships will come in. Now what they do is you have to stay in their vicinity as you see, and then you'll get a benefit once you've completed that timer. So for example, this one gives you a temporary damage boost, and the one up here gives you regen health. Now, I tend to find these work for different strategies, but they might make sense to kind of hold until the end, and to each their own. But this gives a rough overview of it. It's mainly just a survival at this point. See how high your score can go if you want to complete some of the immutable stuff, move up in the leaderboards, or get NFTs through the Eternal mode. Definitely a game I'm enjoying. I find it very mindless. It's just enjoyable on its own. I don't have to think about it too much, especially playing with a controller. So take some time to check it out, especially if you're enjoying the immutable ecoverse right now. The NFTs, generally speaking, aren't too expensive, so you're able to kind of get a good introduction to IMX and explore. Plus, I think it's fun. I mean, the gameplay looks good. My computer isn't exactly the beefiest, so I might be able to push the graphics further. But for what it is, it's honestly a really fun game. It's a nice, refreshing take from the like auto battlers that right now are Web3 games and card games. There aren't really a lot of other games that are breaking that mold properly. So it's nice to see this in the mix. So if you have a chance, please check it out. And you know, if you have a chance, let me know what your favorite character is. And I really think it's a great game. So thank you so much for checking out the channel. And if you want to find more Web3 games or just regular content, please like and subscribe. You know, click the bell so you're aware of when things are. And if you have a chance, please comment what your favorite game is to play, or maybe your favorite Web3 game. I'm always curious to see what people are playing. Thank you so much, and look forward to the next video.